Halloween Hoedown. There's a farm in Mattituck that's 60 acres wide. It's owned by Schmorgus Fritzen Farm and his homely bride. The Fritzen Farms raise pigs and sheep. They also keep a cow that gives the milk to make fresh cheese, but she won't pull the plow. The Fritzen Farms worked on to dusk caring for their herd. When nightfall comes, they hunker down and fall asleep mid-word. But once a year on Halloween, they dress in masquerade and tear off in their pickup truck to join the town's parade. While the Fritzen Farms are out, the pigs and sheep conspire to have a hoedown Halloween with candlelight and fire. They call their friends from neighboring farms and ask them to attend a potluck hoedown Halloween on the farm's south end. The pigs and sheep prepare for fun and decorate the barn with random tools and implements that you'd find on a farm. Pitchforks, hoes, and pruning shears cast eerie silhouettes against the beams and spider webs, aglow with lanternettes. The pathway to the great red barn is lined with candlelight, which beckons you to come inside for a fiend-filled night. Above the creaky double door hangs a hoof-made sign. Farm Fatale is scrawled in black, in a goth design. Past the entrance to the right, the sheep erect a table. They cover it with plastic bags and mark it with a label. One by one, their friends arrive bearing homemade eats, beakers, trays, and buckets full of potluck dinner treats. 2 hens come with deviled eggs, one dressed up as a witch, the other one attired as a monster who likes kitsch. Just behind them scampers in a furry, mouse-sized reaper who proffers up a slimy dish called squirmy worm and peeper. Then follow on an impish dog, a disco-dancing duck, 3 ferrets dressed as punk rockers, a goat disguised as Puck, a beatnik cow, a flying pig, 2 princely, charming frogs, a horse costumed as Pegasus, wearing wooden clogs. A superhero turkey comes, a cat dressed as a lion, an owl in a wizard's hat, a rabbit as Orion, a rooster caped as Dracula, a raccoon dressed to harm, and possum cleverly concealed as Mr. Fritzen Farm. The smorgasbord is piled high with Halloween concoctions like toadstool toffee, pumpkin punch, and other ghoulish options. Beet blood, creep lock, doggy's bones, and frightful utter tonic, beheads of lettuce, goulash stew, and gook that looks demonic. In the center of the barn are bales of grass and hay, surrounded by a sawdust floor where 2 fiddlers play. One fiddler is a monster pig, the other one's a bat. The caller standing in between's a toad in a straw hat. He calls out songs and entertains the rabble as they munch. The fiddlers duel musically, while Dracula spikes the punch. When everyone is satisfied and sampled all the fare, the caller challenges the crowd, a fancy footwork dare. He flicks his hat and stomps his foot and gets the group enthralled. The fiddlers count it 1 and 2, and then the caller calls.
Grab your mummy by the gauze, never mind if it has paws. Take your monster on command, by the bolts or by the hand. Twirl the witches round the room, make pretend they're on a broom. Snag your devil by the tail, toss him in the brassy bell. Catch your fairy by the wings, hold her close before she springs. Lower a vampire with your laughter, then detour him through the rafter. Hoot and rivet, quack and neigh, snort and cackle, squeak and bray. Clap and holler, jump or prance, either way, it's time to dance.
The caller calls successive tunes. The fiddlers keep on playing, encouraged by the mob's applause and footwork they're displaying. They dance all night until their hooves and paws and feet are tender, until the fiddlers' bows have sprung and the caller's throat surrenders.